Hello everybody, it's me, Riffraff Hornhelm, and I'm back again with another presentation from the Dwarven Vault. And today we're going to do something we haven't done in quite some time, and that's an interview. And we're very fortunate to have somebody back with us that we haven't seen in quite some time. Now, it's wonderful for us to welcome back Sandy, because he's been off and having fun and the sun and just enjoying the living heck out of himself. And as you might guess, he was at a somewhat tropical destination. So welcome back, Sandy.
It's great to be here.
It's great to see you again, my friend. What's with all the elf shit?
Oh, well, when you arrive there, they just drop these on you. And for some of them, they give you a kiss, but no one wanted to bend down that far for me.
Well, yeah, okay, you're short. I get that part of it, but still, I mean, elf stuff? It's like flowers and stuff. Is it elves that throw this down at you?
Oh, they're tall enough to be them, I suppose. But, it's tradition.
Well, I thought it was just because you'd been traveling for a long time that the smell was so bad. But now that I see all of this stuff, I mean, okay, now I understand. But, oh well. So you were out in a very beautiful tropical destination. I mean, you used to have a black beard.
That's right.
You've been out in the sun. And did your helmet get bleached too?
Well, yeah, it did. Weirdly enough.
That's very strange.
Aye, but, the sun was beautiful. I spent a little, I fell asleep in the sun, and I think that's what happened to my beard.
That could happen. So where were you?
Well, it was over in Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Oh, it's a beautiful destination. Highly recommend it.
Huh. Well, I have heard some wonderful things about the destructive volcanic flows and the beauty of the lava fields. And you're right, that could be. I mean, I don't know if I could handle all the trees and tropical growth stuff. And don't they have those hippie elves out there? I mean, the ones who make the strange, symbols and whatnot. I'm not into that, but I don't know. What, did you survive that part? Well, obviously you did, but still. Sounds like it was a near thing.
It was. It's funny you should mention the volcanoes. They're quite pretty to look at. And, as a bonus, you have none of those trees to worry about when you're around there.
Well, that's true. That's true. Now, you and I were talking a little bit before we started the interview here, and you mentioned to me that you had a very memorable experience with the National Park staff there at Volcano, whatever it is, National Park. I mean, I know they're understaffed right now, but can you tell us a little bit about what happened?
Well, it's I suppose I can tell you a little bit. So, I was walking around, I was finding, the volcanoes. I was trying to find them, and I came across some lava pits. And I got closer. I wanted to see what was going on, see if I could find some geodes or see how beautiful it was. I'll tell you, it was nice and warm. And, looking into the lava and everything like that. And what do you know? Some guys in blue suits, I'm sorry, not blue suits, silver suits came over. Started giving me a hassle. I said, well, hold on. I'm just here to look at the volcanoes and the lava. No, they were having none of that. Dragged me right off. Wasn't too hard, I suppose. But I gave them a fight.
Well, as you should. They're probably humans and silver. That sounds like, I don't know, maybe they were a group of scientists. I don't know why they would be upset about dwarves enjoying the natural splendors of the volcanic park. I mean, that seems awfully fishy to me. But at the same time, I guess that's what you get on an island. Lots of fishy stuff. So they hassled you and chased you out of Volcano parklands and so forth. Really? They
did. I couldn't believe it. So, of course I left.
Once again, I want to take just a quick moment and point out another obvious discrimination against dwarves.
Unbelievable.
I am appalled, people. I'm sure that's because of all those hippie elves. They're probably in charge of that side of it, and they just like to hassle dwarves.
Probably.
don't think this is appropriate.
Well, it's funny you should bring them up too. On my way back, turns out I got lost. And I'm
Oh no.
walking through the jungle and I happen upon a clearing.
Horrible.
Yeah, well.
A jungle. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, the humidity. Oh, it's terrible.
And there's big bugs and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't like it.
But I heard the noise. I think it was music. And I'm walking around trying to find my way, and I come across a clearing. And here's a group of elves, and they're all dancing in some weird way. They had things very similar to this, too.
Oh. They didn't invite you to get laid or anything, did they?
Well, we won't talk about that.
Don't do that. That makes me nauseous.
All right.
That's not funny. It's disgusting. So elves dancing in a clearing. I mean, that's kind of like getting shown the bad side of town or something when you're on vacation. I mean, that wouldn't make me all that happy. I mean, let's face it, the elves have to hang out in tropical areas or in warm areas. They're all into this, nature thing. And, we know that's a affront to the natural order of things that, the dwarves just do not get along with elves. And hippie elves running around with flowers in their hair and so forth. I mean, oh, come on. Oh, that's just disgusting.
It was, but they offered me some pork.
Well, okay, now I can understand that part. My understanding is that in Hawaii, they make you eat fish all the time.
Oh, I don't like to think about that. They had that too, but no, the pork is the only thing I want.
Yeah, and that's like the only way to get around it, as I understand it, is they have a fair number of pigs. I don't imagine they have that many cattle or anything like that, but pigs, well, okay.
Yeah, lots of pigs.
Okay, well, then at least you could get something, otherwise you're stuck with fish and fruits and nuts and, oh my God.
Oh, the pineapples weren't too bad.
What did you say?
I mean, yeah, pork. It's just pork. It's all I want.
Oh, that's what I thought you said.
Yep.
Okay. For a second there, I thought you were going to tell me that fruit was good.
Oh, no.
No. Okay, good.
Absolutely not.
You really had me worried there for a second. I thought that in some insidious fashion, you had been perverted with the intent of converting you into eating fruits and nuts.
Absolutely not. I'm still a dwarf at heart.
I'm so glad to hear that. That I'm very much relieved. Very much. That makes me happy. So I know, I mean, for our audience out there, for us dwarves to travel is always very difficult. We don't like flying in any way, shape, or form. And we have to be careful where we fly on the plane. When you have some magic imbued into your body, it can have some serious side effects with technology sometimes. And so when our dwarves actually go across, there's a limited number of options. Now, for our good friend here, in order for him to make it, he really had two options. He had to smuggle himself aboard a ship or smuggle himself aboard a plane. And a plane is somewhat risky because of that whole technology thing. Now, in this particular case, he took the risk. He bought on Dwarven Amazon a anti-technology shield, which is kind of like, what do they call it? One of those cages that will isolate his magic from the technology and prevent that from happening. So it's like a sleeping bag, and he zipped himself up in that. Us dwarves are small, real easy to hide inside the compartments for the air, for the landing gear and so forth. And dwarves aren't like humans. We can hold our breath a long time, a really long time. So he was able to survive the flight and so forth, and that's a good thing. But that's always a risk when you're a dwarf. Interacting with technology can be fraught with complications. So, I mean, other than your accidental exposure to elfosity, it's like kind of like toxicity. So, you don't want to get exposed to it. And the opportunity to, at least for a period of time, see the volcanic parks. Was there anything else that you did while you were there? And avoiding fish. Good idea.
Well, a lot of them have a custom. I wasn't the only person to visit this place, of course. And when you get to the ocean, you're looking at the beach and the sands, and there's just a bunch of people laying there. under umbrellas. And I went up
what's
to a
that all
couple of
about?
them. I don't know. I asked them what they were doing. And they said, well, we're just relaxing. And it just felt very weird. They just looking up at the sky.
That sounds very unnatural.
It is. I thought
I
they
mean,
were all
you would-
sick.
You'd lay out on a beach and under that bright yellow thing, and I don't know about you, but I definitely am a lot more at home in a nice, comfortable underground city.
I am too. I can only hope that my beard goes back to its normal color.
Yeah, I'd be worried about that. You don't want to go through certain sections of the city when you get back, because otherwise there's going to be some approaches from people you probably wouldn't want to be approached by.
Ugh, I'll have to put some mud in it, I suppose.
Yeah, it's something like that. You look way too pretty right now.
Oh, well, thank you.
I apparently I phrased that wrongly. Well, it is what it is. But it's very good to have you back again, Sandy, and I'd like to invite you back again soon, because you're one of the most prodigious miners I've ever met. And no, I don't mean that he's a smart 4-year-old, okay? A prodigious miner, like with pickaxes and stuff like that, getting the rocks and gems and gold out of the earth.
Gold.
Yeah, he's good at that. So we're going to have him back at a future date and talk a bit about dwarven mining and his successes on that side. Obviously, it's enough to allow him to go to Hawaii, so it can't be that bad. And we'll definitely expand upon that in a future interview.
It's great to be back. I can't wait to get my pickaxe and do some honest to goodness mining.
I can't wait to see the results of that mining, because you're usually pretty generous with whiskey and beer once you do. So we appreciate that part.
Oh, I've missed it.
So thanks again for coming out, Sandy. We'll look forward to seeing you again in the future, and to all our friends out there in the greater space of YouTube and all that kind of good stuff. We thank you very much for coming out. If you enjoyed today's presentation, just favor drop us a like, consider subscribing if you haven't, share with your friends, drop us a comment, but by all means come back and see us again real soon. We very much appreciate your kind support, and remember, dwarves rock!